video. So I'm here driving by myself on the interstate. I got time to reflect, time to think. One of the questions God asked me in my spirit is why I wrote my books. As you know, I advertise it. I put it up 3D and static. Number one reason why I wrote it was out of obedience. Number two, because I want to connect with people one-on-one. That's what books are for. The reason why I want to do that is because I want to share my experiences and what I've seen and learned in the spirit. You know, I don't write the way other people write. I write based on revelation and experiences to share with the world on what I've learned and what I've seen. God asked me why I'm doing it. It's because of my experiences on life, really. My 3D book was birthed out of a verse in the Bible. Matthew 17, it's in Luke, it's in Mark. But if you read, when Jesus went on the mountain, he took Peter, James, and John, and they went up on the top. They had a mountaintop experience with who God is. My first book, Static, pretty much I shared my mountaintop experiences with God, the things that he revealed to me. But after that mountaintop experience, they went back down to the valley. The valley is where life, where we live life, where life is, where everybody else is at. In Matthew 17, when they came down to the bottom, immediately they was met by a father. And he ran to Jesus and said, "Can you help me? Because my son is basically being controlled by a demon, a spirit." And he said, "I tried to go to your disciples, your followers, your believers, but they couldn't cast them out. So could you help?" Jesus' response was to the disciples, like, pretty much, why y'all not listening? Why y'all not taking God serious when it comes to this faith and belief? And I think a lot of people look at church folks and Christians the same way. You know, we out here preaching and teaching, or what I seen, a lot of religion. But a lot of people not sharing their experiences. So Peter came to Jesus after he healed him and cast him out. He said, "Why couldn't I heal them? Why couldn't I cast that spirit out?" And Jesus basically said it's because of your unbelief. So that's my why. Because when God called me, when I realized who God was, that was the first thing he said to me. He said, "You was on your way to hell, not because you're not in church, not because you paying your tithe, your perfect attendance, what you wear." He said, "You was on your way to hell because you didn't believe." It had nothing to do with nothing else. So as I'm thinking about it, it's like, okay, well, how can I get other people to believe? Because there's a lot of people on their way to hell, believe it or not. It is not why you think it is. It's because of their belief, their unbelief in their heart, not what they say. And God can see that. So I'm sharing that to say I want to get people to believe in what I'm posting and what I'm sharing. And the only way you're going to believe is if you have a revelation on who God is. That's my job. That's why I write. Because I'm trying to show you and give you revelation so you can pay attention. You know, when you read, you sit down and take time to actually read, like even the Bible, God will open you up to his word. That's what reading the book does. And I'm not talking about reading on your phone either. Because most of the time we can get distraction with the phone, like ebooks. I don't like ebooks. I'm trying to get into audiobooks. I like the physical copy because the physical copy takes you away from everything else that could be distracting you, like a notification, or email popping up. All that's still distractions. So the physical book will help you get away from the world. It will help you have that mountaintop experience. Because if you're trying to read in the valley, yeah, you're going to get distracted by everything around. So I'm saying all that to say, my book, the way I write, it's like a one-on-one conversation I want to have with you. Because I know somebody is in that valley right now who's battling that same spirit. And that spirit, in the Bible, Jesus said it was a dumb spirit, a mute spirit. In other words, it was a spirit that kind of had control of him where he couldn't speak. It took control of his mind. You know, he had a lot of seizures and stuff like that. But what that spoke to me was it's a lot of people who battle things like suicide. I speak about that because I fought that battle with the help of God. And it was a secret battle that even my wife didn't know I was going through. And I was laying next to her every night. But through the power of the Holy Spirit, I was able to defeat that. That's why I write. That's why I'm trying to get you away from the world, the distractions, so I can introduce you to Jesus. I can bring you to him so y'all can have a one-on-one, a communion, so you can have this personal revelation on who he is, and he can save you from your problems. He can save you from the ways of the world, and he can save you from eternal fire. So I just wanted to drop that and put that out there. Probably gonna do some more of these videos because, like I said, I got more time to speak now, so I'm gonna share a little bit more insight of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it now, because God challenged me to do it. So stay tuned for that.